American Contractors Equipment can dig a foundation for your home, and Kensington Financial can build a sound financial foundation for your family. Stay tuned for Kensington Financial's Dollars and Cents.
Welcome to Kensington Financial's Dollars and Cents, where smart viewers like you take the time to listen and learn about areas of finance that have a major impact on your family's financial well-being. I am Ralph Phillips, and joining me is my co-host, Amy Tattern. Hello, Amy.
Hi, Ralph. You know, now that we're about halfway through our first season of Dollars and Cents, I thought we could do something a little different today.
Really? What did you have in mind, Amy?
Well, we've been giving our viewers all kind of great advice and knowledge about paying for college, starting your own business, and the benefits of charitable giving. I thought that today we'd tell the viewers a little bit about Kensington Financial Services and what you can provide for them right here in the AK Valley.
Sounds like a plan to me, Amy. Let's do that when we get back. Folks, please stay tuned because we'll be right back on Kensington Financial's Dollars and Cents.
Sponsored in part by Emeritus Variable Life Insurance Company, providing variable life and variable annuities since 1983. Emeritus Variable Life is a unified company.
Don't wait until it's too late. Burglar, fire, hold-up, and medical alarms for your home, commercial, or industrial needs. Signalgraph Security is a local company that can provide you with the security and service you want. Signalgraph Security will custom design a system for your home or business at a reasonable price and provide you with prompt service when you need it most. At Signalgraph Security, you talk to the same people every time. So for all your security needs, and to save at least 10%, call Signalgraph Security, where your security is our concern.
Hi, welcome to Dinner and Wine at Lakes Roadhouse on River Road in Vandergrift. Hi, Ralph.
Hi, Amy.
What are we having this evening?
Well, Wanda has prepared for us this splendid-looking roasted chicken.
So, Ralph, what kind of wine are we having this evening?
Well, Amy, our dear friend Ray David from Bartolomeo Pio paired up this outstanding-looking roasted chicken with a Pinot Grigio from Rancho Zabaco in Sonoma County, California. It's a reserve wine, and although I've never had it before, I'm told it has some subtle undertones of pear and peach and honeysuckle as well. So how's the chicken, Amy?
The chicken is delicious, and so are the mashed potatoes. And we want to say thank you to Wanda once again for this delicious meal, and please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Salud.
Welcome back to Kensington Financial's Dollars and Cents. Today we are going to show you in depth what Kensington Financial can do for you. Okay, Amy, where do you think we should start?
Well, what does Kensington Financial Services have to offer to their clients?
As far as products and services, almost anything that our clients or our prospective clients would expect to find at a bank or a brokerage firm, or even from their local insurance agent. When I founded the company more than 10 years ago now, we did so based on the premise that we wanted to be able to provide for our clients one place for them to go with questions about anything within reason that had to do with money or finances or insurance. And we've really worked hard over the past 10 years to accomplish that.
Speaking of clients, what kind of people are able to benefit from what you have to offer?
We strongly believe that our clients are our family. They are an extension of my personal family. And because of that, we do business with almost any kind or type of a person that you can imagine. I know that's an incredibly broad statement, and I apologize for that. But what I can tell you is that from the very young to the very old, from people who have a great deal of money and who are in a position that most of us want to be, they're very financially fit, to people who are just starting out, people like you and I, people with families, with a lot of responsibilities, with a lot of bills. Those are some of the best clients that I have, because we need the most help when it comes to juggling everything that we've got going on in our lives. Working with people like that provides me with a lot of satisfaction in what I do for a living, because we have that great need, and it's wonderful to be able to sit down with someone and know that they are going to have that kind of faith and confidence in me, so they don't have to worry about that part of their life anymore.
What specific products can you offer to an individual client?
Well, Amy, I'm glad you asked that question. Everything from on the product side, everything from individual securities like stocks and bonds to some more managed investments like mutual funds. Even in this day and age, managed accounts have become very, very popular. But with everyone, regardless of what they have to work with, regardless of the funds that they have available to them, there's kind of a logical progression that we follow, and it starts with an initial meeting where we sit down and just talk about the basics. Talk about what kind of basic insurance they have. Talk about the retirement plans that they may or may not have set up, either through an employer or not. And talk about what their plans are for the future. We complete a very detailed questionnaire that we set up here in-house at Kensington Financial. From that initial meeting and those discussions and our completion of the financial planning questionnaire, we bring our clients back in for 2, sometimes 3 and 4 meetings before we're finally able to sit down with them and present a very personalized proposal based on their goals and objectives and everything we've talked to them about up to that point. This really sets us apart from the rest of the investment community as far as I know, because everything that we do, we produce in-house. It's not a canned software program that you plug in a bunch of numbers into a computer. It's something that is very, very specific to each client's situation. And what I always tell my clients is the more information you provide for us, the better of a job we're going to do for you. I can't stress anything more than that, except to say that, just like anything else in life, Amy, the key to a successful course of action is having a great plan, and almost more important than that is execution, because the best plan in the world is not going to do anything for you if you don't execute it properly.
Well, what kind of information do you need from a client coming in to do business? What kind of things do I have to gather to bring in?
Almost anything that provides you a monthly or a quarterly statement, or that may provide you with confirmations, trade confirmations. So any brokerage statements, any bank account statements, mutual funds. We need to know pretty much everything about someone's financial picture, from properties they own to bills that they owe. A great part of doing financial planning can be setting up budgets. And sometimes that's where we stop. Sometimes we may go no further than setting up a budget for someone and saying, well, this is all the more we're going to be able to do for you until you're able to pay off some of the credit card bills, for example, that you might have. But budgeting is an incredibly important part. So we really look at everything from your gas bill to the value of your 401k at your employer to, and two of the most important aspects of it are, have you done any estate planning? Unfortunately, the answer there is too often no. And we spend a surprising amount of time talking about goals and objectives. Out of a 12-page questionnaire, 1 page is devoted to estate planning, and 2 whole pages are devoted to goals and objectives. The opinion that the client has, what they want to try and accomplish with it.
Don't wait until it's too late. Burglary, fire, hold-up, and medical alarms for your home, commercial, or industrial needs. Signalgraph Security is a local company that can provide you with the security and service you want. Signalgraph Security will custom design a system for your home or business at a reasonable price and provide you with prompt service when you need it most. At Signalgraph Security, you talk to the same people every time. So for all your security needs, and to save at least 10%, call Signalgraph Security, where your security is our concern.
During Ladle's Kitchen, I am here to show you how to make marvelous soups for your family, great entrees, desserts, and even some appetizers. But my other love is decorating. As you can see, many of these items were purchased at Ladle's Country Cupboard, just a few steps away. Visit Ladle's Country Cupboard to pick up an item for your home or for your kitchen. Thank you.
Ralph, what if I don't want to invest money? What about insurance? Can I come to you for any types of insurance?
Well, Amy, as part of the planning process and the production of a proposal, we cover all of the bases. When we look at a client's total financial picture, we include recommendations and or suggestions in every area of their finances. So it does include insurance issues as well. If it's not an insurance product, for example, a homeowner's policy, if it's not a homeowner's policy that we can provide for a client, we are thankfully in a position where we can make some suggestions about a couple of areas that they can look into. Agents in the area, other places that they should consider if they want to try and perhaps lessen the premium cost of a homeowner's policy. If it's an insurance product that we can offer, we always make some sort of a recommendation. And a lot of times that recommendation is just to stick with what you have. If an individual has had a life insurance policy for a long period of time, in many instances there's nothing that we can do to help them either save money or to build cash value any quicker. That said, I am not a large proponent, I'm not a big proponent of insurance. There's a place for it in every portfolio, but it is something that we use to indemnify ourselves against some sort of future disaster. In general, there are specific exceptions to this rule. In general, we should never use an insurance product for an investment. I'll say it one more time. In general, we should never use an insurance product for an investment. There are, however, exceptions to that rule, and when those exceptions appear, we definitely take advantage of them.
Okay, again, before we go any further, Ralph, we just need to reiterate, I think, the fact that, and please let me know if you agree, you do not have to be a very wealthy, rich person to have a financial advisor.
You're absolutely right, Amy. You are absolutely right. In fact, how do we think people get to be very wealthy?
Right.
Recognize, just like anything else in your life, that you don't have the expertise in a particular area. Go out and find someone that you feel comfortable with, that you feel confident in, that you have some faith and trust in. Do whatever it takes to get yourself to that point, and then allow them to give you some guidance and suggestions. And it's always a two-way street between you as the client and myself as the financial advisor, the financial planner. It is a two-way street. Communication is incredibly important. Down the road, it's my job to continue to analyze any plan that we're actively executing and to get in contact with you as the client if I think changes need to be made. The flip side of that coin is that after we get the ball rolling and things are happening, if you don't let me know about changes in your life and your circumstances, there's no way that I can incorporate those changes into a plan. I don't have a crystal ball. I wish I did, but without one, there's no way for me to even begin to guess what changes are happening in your life. That's why it's incredibly important that we talk on a fairly regular basis, and I always insist upon meeting with my clients at least once a year to evaluate the progress of things that we're managing for them in their portfolio.
With all that said, Ralph, what is your ultimate mission as a financial advisor? What is the end product that you're looking for?
to provide absolutely the best product and service that we can to the members of the Kensington Financial family. It's not just about making money. Of course, that is a primary goal, but it is about quality of life. We need to be able to manage what we have today with the goal sitting out there 10 or 15 or 20 years. Stay focused on that goal, but we need to be able to live today. We can't be putting away so much money into an investment product or insurance or combinations or whatever that we have trouble making our mortgage payment today. That is not quality of life. The whole idea is to provide the best quality of life that we possibly can today, and especially down the road for things like retirement, putting your kids through college, putting your children through college, and helping a lot of people these days manage their businesses.
Can you explain for us the difference between financial planning and financial advisors?
Well, a certified financial planner is certified through a national organization. But the bottom line is that anyone can call themselves a financial planner. Anyone can call themselves a financial advisor. In fact, I do financial planning and I am a financial advisor. The main things that I would suggest to people that they look for are that the individual that they want to work with, of course, and again, they feel comfortable with, they trust, they like, they can talk with. But also, we need to be able to find someone, we need to look for someone who is licensed with the NASD, the National Association of Securities Dealers, the SEC, the Securities Exchange Commission, and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. There are a battery of tests that you have to take to become properly licensed. There are significant continuing education requirements that you have to meet annually to become a licensed individual. Simply putting an alphabet soup after your name, CFP, RIA, in spite of the fact that these individuals have to take examinations, it is not enough in my book because they are not necessarily registered with the government. There are a lot of extra and special requirements that I had to meet that someone else may not necessarily have had to follow through and to complete. So those are primarily the things I look for first.
I know there was a lot of stuff thrown out at you there, and if you have any questions, please call us here at Kensington Financial Services, 724-334-1950, and you could email us at questions@kensingtonfinancial.com.
Thanks, Amy. Stay tuned. We have a very special guest coming on.
Tired of struggling with uncomfortable, frustrating hearing aids? Are you ready to experience natural sound again? Well, Vivatone is your answer, a revolutionary new hearing aid that gives you the natural sound without the whistling and echo and noise that you're used to. And unlike many other traditional hearing aids, Vivatone doesn't require the creation of ear molds. To feel the immediate difference, visit Remetta Audiology for a no-obligation trial and ask about saving 20% on Vivatone.
There is a bank that makes a great addition to any small business or a great beginning for any entrepreneur, a bank that's focused on building a personal relationship with you. Enterprise Bank employs highly professional relationship managers with a vested interest in helping your business grow. They themselves are small business entrepreneurs who can empathize with the challenges of growing a small business. For your business needs, count on Enterprise Bank, the bank that is built for your business.
Welcome back to Kensington Financial's Dollars and Cents. For the past 10 years, we've enjoyed the privilege of working with people from throughout the Alley-Kiskey Valley. Like many financial firms, we offer expertise in the areas of financial planning, investments, retirement, business planning, insurance, and wealth building. What makes us a little different, however, is the way we like to do business. At Kensington Financial, we get to know each of our clients as people, not just as portfolios. This philosophy allows us to provide a higher level of customized service, plus we get to know a lot of really great people. Speaking of which, Let's welcome longtime Kensington Financial family member and friend, Claire Tybor. Hello, Claire.
Hi, Ralph. Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you very much for being here today. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Claire, it's great to meet you.
Nice meeting you too.
Can you give us a little bit of background about yourself?
All right. I work several jobs. I'm a recruiter for a therapy company. I'm an occupational therapist. I also teach aerobics and silver sneakers. So I do a lot of different types of things. I can't stay put in one job.
Like a lot of women have many hats to wear.
True, true. Mine is more focused on the career rather than the family.
The family. Can you tell us how you met Ralph?
I actually met Ralph through my husband, and when I first hooked up with my husband, I did not have any kind of financial planner, and we ended up doing some business with a friend of ours, and she passed away. So we were in the market of finding somebody new, and I'm not exactly sure how Dale found you, Ralph. Do you remember?
I believe we had a friend in common who recommended that you guys come.
Yes, that's
come
right.
And make a
that's
visit.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. And so I kind of let Dale take the lead because I was busy and really didn't want to get that involved with it. My philosophy is best, I didn't want to get that involved. And one of the first things that really struck me about Ralph was his insistence on telling me, Claire, you got to know where your money is. You got to know where you're investing it. You got to be responsible for how well is it doing. And I kind of looked at him and said, well, that's why I have you. But it is kind of a blind faith of, I'm being honest here, Ralph. But, it is kind of being irresponsible on my part. But Ralph really kind of pulled me into insisting that I, do a yearly review with him, going over the stock options and the plans that we've made, and watch them and continue to make decisions, and not letting that be my husband's decision, but mine as well, or my decision alone.
So going into this, you actually had no idea of what to look for or
No.
what you expected.
No, and my husband and I are 16 years apart, so the way I'm investing is going to be a lot different than the way Dale's investing because of our age difference. I'm the younger one, so I'm going to go for a different style of investment than my husband, who wants to invest and get return quicker.
Well, now that you've been in it for some time, is there anything that you could let the audience know what to look for or what to expect in a financial advisor?
I think someone that you're comfortable talking to, someone you can say, whoa, I'm not following this at all. Go back, play it again, break it down, dumb it down, just so you have a better understanding of what you're doing.
Claire, are there any areas in particular, in your experience, having to do with investments and financial planning that you think are very specific to females?
I think getting involved and not ignoring it, or not just keeping all your money in the bank, knowing that there are options out there. I mean, I've even included you, Ralph, into my 401k plan at my company, and here I had a list of investments, and I didn't know which one would be the best to pick. We sat down and chose together. I had a situation where, because I've changed companies several times, where I had 401k monies tied up and I couldn't have access to it. I didn't have the time to do it. You did that. And once we were able to relinquish the funds, we could roll it over into something else.
Do you think women in general have a tendency to leave that responsibility with the man, or is that just an old-fashioned way to look at it?
No, unfortunately, I think it's current to date, and truly I could have fallen into that myself. But somebody like you saying, Claire, you need to come to the plate on this. You can't just sit back and let Dale make all your decisions.
Are there any other strong females in your life that perhaps your mom or a sister or something like that, who may fall on one side or the other?
To my knowledge, the financial choices that the females in my family have made have been more of the traditional, letting the husband or the spouse select and guide it, and they basically are hoping that, even though they're independent every other way of their life, when it comes to their investments, they're still falling back to the traditional mold of, my husband will take care of it.
And I think there's so many women in the world that are out there working
Yeah.
today. and a lot of them are bringing home more money
Oh, yeah.
than their significant other.
Oh, yeah.
That I think women need to know not to be intimidated by this type of thing. And they need to, like you said, come to the table with it.
Going back to you and your approach and saying, these are the pros, these are the cons, as we go over different investments, that was the sell job with me.
You think it's important that an important part of this is that we really sit down and talked about as many of the issues, as many of the sides of the pros and cons
And the
of potential
choices
investment.
do you want, correct, you're better at this jargon than I am, but the quick yield in the short term, or the, stretching out and doing some more longer investments and getting more guaranteed returns. Those kind of decisions were what you and I were looking at initially. And that's when we were breaking apart the way Dale was investing versus the way I was investing.
Well, Claire, thank you so much for talking with us today.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure.
Very honored that you took some time out of your busy schedule and stopped in for a visit. Folks, we hope that you're gathering a lot from this particular show about who we are and what we do, and that you'll take some of Claire's comments with you and perhaps pick up the phone and give us a call with some questions, or drop us an email at questions@kensingtonfinancial.com. Our telephone number is 724-334-1950. Again, I want to thank Claire Tybor very much for talking with us today, and I'm sure that you, the viewers, have really enjoyed it. I know we have.
We'll be right back with more of Kensington Financial's Dollars and Cents. Don't go away.
Sponsored in part by Emeritus Variable Life Insurance Company, providing variable life and variable annuities since 1983. Emeritus Variable Life is a unified company.
If your investments aren't performing the way you expect, chances are neither is your agent. At Kensington Financial, we know the most important part of financial service is service itself. As a local independent, our commitment to customer service starts and ends with your needs, not the needs of your broker. For a no-obligation review, call Kensington Financial today. Unlike your current advisor, we'll call you back. Kensington Financial, your planning partner.
Hi, I'm Ross Walker of the Ross Walker Funeral Home in New Kensington.
And I'm Lisa Walker. My brother and I are proud to carry on the tradition of caring for families as our father did before us.
Our reputation of dealing fairly and providing funerals for all faiths and nationalities dates back generations.
We believe our service is second to none. Call us at need or pre-need.
Visit our modern facilities. There's plenty of parking and we're conveniently located.
Folks, thank you very much for watching Kensington Financial's Dollars and Cents. I hope that you have a better understanding of what financial services we can provide for you and what Kensington Financial can do for you and your families. And remember, if you ever have any questions, you can email them to questions@kensingtonfinancial.com. Give us a call at 724-334-1950 or stop by our offices at 2664 Leechburg Road in Lower Borough.
And a special thanks to longtime client Claire Tybor for joining us today. Remember to join us next week, same time, same channel, for another informative Kensington Financial's Dollars and Cents program.
For the past 10 years, Kensington Financial has been. Now that's funny.
You didn't give me a script.
Did you put your hand? Ralph Phillips.
Folks, thank you very much for watching Kensington Financial.
Bartolomeo
Bartolomeo Pio. Bartolomeo Pio, folks. For the 15th time, Bartolomeo Pio.
She's making us start all over.